Ah, there you are. I'll pick the automatic one on the other one. Dear, oh dear. Right, first the updates. The first one is from yesterday because it only come out on its own. This is the CSZ Implements Pack by DD Mod Passion. Then changelog for that, it's got added palette with silage additive. On today's updates, we've got the Massey Ferguson 8700S by Blower. And the changelog for that, it's got mod prepared for the Precision Farming DLC, wheel options re-edited and weights changed, new details added, minor bugs fixed. Got an update to the covered pile storage by Zodelzoct, and then changelog for that, it's got small and medium warehouses added. An update for the milk tank extension by Nailu, and in the changelog for that, it's got improved textures. The Zetor Proxima HS120 by Agrotron Modding has had an update, and that's got fixed AI problem with the bonnet, added new configurations, added rim colour configurations, and added tractor colour configurations. For an update for the Adelshoven map by MN99, MN97 and Martin N. In the changelog for that, it's got removed floating barrels, adjusted the spawn point in cattle trade, spawn point adjusted at dealer, moved starting point to housing container, trees removed from field 7, terrain height adjusted, signs built in and sound adjusted. Got an update for the rustic brick and metal fence by Michael LS, and in the changelog for that, it's got added 7-meter gate. Got an update for the Deutzfahr D16006 by Vectorman, and in the changelog for that, it's got mod adapted to the exhaust extension, which is PC only. Got an update for the Samsung PG pack by Alice Agua Ole and Colour Sama, and in the changelog for that, it's got collision bug fixed, manure sensor added for the Precision Farming DLC is required. Got an update for the Lizard F100 by Farm Centro Soul, and in the changelog for that, it's got added passenger compatibility for the Kubota DLC. Got an update for the John Deere 2410 by JA Modding, and in the changelog for that, it's got corrected the number of the collision mask where it brought the error that the autopilot after making the return to the ground no longer ploughed the field and left the implement static. Got an update for Wholesale by Zodelzoct, and in the changelog for that, it's got added wood sale trigger, field types added, beams, empty pallets, empty barrels, bark mulch, cardboard, paper, acetic acid, molasses, urea, wood pellets, straw pellets, hay pellets, compost, biomaterial and fast composter. Got an update for the Roper Mouse Pack by Ragnarok. In the changelog for that, it's got added automatic overloading only when the vehicle is turned on. Automatic overloading will stop when the vehicle turns off. Increase the material pickup range of the feeders from 3 meter to 5 meter, and increase the empty speed of the conveyor arm to 1500, which is identical to the filling speed. And the last update for the day is the McCormick pack by Agrotron Modding, and in the changelog for that, it's got Precision Farm Reading, Simple IC Ready, added horn configurations and added beacon configurations. So that's your updates for the day. Also got a map out. This is Spruce Mountains Farms by Maps by Mako, 151.59 megabyte on the download, and it says welcome to Spruce Mountain Farms, a fictional USA map. It's very nice, and we'll take a look at that in a separate video, but that's just to let you know it's out ready to be downloaded. The first mod we got for today is Workshop by LS Design, 13.38 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and tools. So we'll scroll along, there it is, 30 grand to buy. Obviously place it down, it's a workshop. So we'll come up to this door here like that, like that. We'll come in there, so we've got a bit of a workshop on the go there. No, turn the shed lights on, there you are. So you don't need to actually go up to the breaker box. Sort of, as soon as you get into the building, you get the option, and then we'll come into this one and open up that door. Storage space. Now that being said, where's the workshop trigger? It says workshop. Okay. Is it just for aesthetics, for role-playing situations? That's a strange one. Yeah, there's... Alright. Having a look at the pictures on the website, there doesn't seem to be a workshop trigger in there, mind you. Oh, it says the trigger's configuration is located at the toolbox on the floor. Oh, there we are. It's the toolbox. Dear, oh dear. Tell you, it's a good job I read things, isn't it? I was coming in and looking for that blue icon. It's like, where is it? It's actually the toolbox. Oh, that's alright. That's very nice. Yeah, come over to the toolbox. Job's a good one. Oh, I like that. Ah, that's very nice. Right, next up is Chicken Barn Small. This is also by LS Design, 6.37 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu, and as you can imagine, under animals and chickens. So there it is, £5 It's going to hold 100 chickens. So you got your animal dialogue box at the front like that. So 100 chickens going in. Obviously, you load your feed in there, and there's your pallet spawn for your eggs. Can we open that door? Yes, we can. Oh, we can go in. Open that one as well. Oh, yeah, we can go in there as well. Oh, that's how you get the eggs out of the little box. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, there you are. What about this door? Can we open that? Oh, that's nice. Out in the little pasture for him. Yeah, I mean, here you got a little door there. Yeah, put your chickens in for the night. Close the door. Obviously, you don't want the fox getting over that fence and getting the fox getting in the hen house and all that sort of shenanigans. But that is ace. Oh, I like that. That is very nice. Right, next is Old Brick Barn Pack. This is by Camillos 0397, 9.91 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So we'll spin around like that and we'll scroll along to find them. It's going to be down the end like that. So the first one we got there is the barn 16 by 12, 22 grand. And then behind it, we've got the 11 by 9, which is only 15 grand. That's all right. I mean, I don't understand why there's a door that you can open on the side when it's got this big open end, but alright, fair enough. You come over to the light switch, turn your lights on. Well, that's B, turn your lights on, there you are. A nice bit of storage that is. So we'll come out of the side door and over to this one here. I mean, with this one, because you've got that side open as well, gives you a bit of a drive-through option on the go there. And then again, lights in the corner. They're nicely detailed. I like the framework on the roof underneath. You know, corrugated steel. Yeah, I like that detail of brickwork. Very nice. And next up is Acetic Acid Production by Zoddlezok, 3.25 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under a few different places. The first bit's going to be under productions. So we'll scroll along to find it. And have I gone the wrong way? I think I have. There we are. 65 grand. Obviously, this is going to be the centre part. So this is going to turn silage into compost and acetic acid. Alright. So then after that, you want to go back into buildings and containers. So we'll scroll back along to find these two. So we've got this here. So the first one, we've got the silo for compost. It's going to hold 10 million litres. Oh, that's alright. And then the second one is the silo for acetic acid. 10 million litres as well. So we'll go over to the spanner icon on there. So if we do acetic acid, you want to put 100 litres of silage in. Then you get 15 acid and then 60 compost. Now, this goes along with the update today for the wholesale because that added compost and the acid that you can sell at it. That's interesting. Interesting indeed. Obviously, you load your stuff in there. You take it out from there. Now, for these silos, you actually need to buy it in. So you've got to buy the compost in. Although 10 million litres is going to cost you 1.1 million. Alright, it goes up in different increments, mind you, but to fill it up, that's a huge chunk of change, I must admit. What's it like on the acid? Let's click on that. 11 million. Ooh, 11 million to buy 10 million litres of acid. Alright, fair enough. But then again, if you're making it out of there, why would you want to buy it anyway? That's just a bit random. Am I missing something completely? And I suppose, can you load it into them? It's just got an unloading icon. I mean, if you can make it in there and then put it in there, but that's a buyable silo. Alright, fair enough. We'll carry on. Obviously, options. Again, new things coming in. Very nice indeed. And also as part of this pack, you've got these two converted trailers. You've got the MKS 8 and then the MKS 32. That is going to take the acid as well. So if you need to transport it anywhere, get one of these on the go. Our next up is Pellet Press, again by Zoddlezok, 27.98 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu, and the first bit is under productions, as you can well imagine. So we're going to scroll along to find it. Have I gone past it already? Oh no, there it is. 125 grand. Obviously, it's going to take in straw, hay, some new Oh, that looks... Oh, that's going to be molasses, wood chips and water. Obviously, you're going to get pellets out. And then for the other two, you're going to go into buildings and containers for the first one. So this is going to be for your pellets at the back there, 10 million litre capacity. And then for that one, you need to come under silos. So silo for molasses, obviously 10 million litres again. So you can buy the stuff in there like before. So how much is that going to cost? 4.4 million. 10 million litres of molasses. Fair enough. We'll come on to that one there. So hay pellets, you can buy that in 10 million. Oh, 7 million. Your pellets or wood pellets. All right, that's rather expensive. So obviously you load all your stuff into there. We'll come to the production chain menu. So you want 1,000 litres of hay, 50 molasses and 100 water. Obviously that's why you buy it in for your molasses on that silo anyway. You're going to get pellets out. So what's that? They're hay pellets. So same again with straw and then same again with wood chip. And then you come around the back here where you take it out that pipe. Ah, I like that. Very nice. I mean, obviously the pellet silo, again, like the previous one, there's no loading in icon, just a loading out. Molasses silo, yeah, you're going to need to fill that up to put it into the actual production chain. Okay. And again, to go along with this, we've got these two trailers that have been modded for, the MKS8 and then the MKS32. So it's the, 6th icon from the left. That little white tub with an orange label around it. That's your molasses icon. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Very nice. Right, next up is Simple Farm Silo by BK Mods, 4.49 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and silos, as you can well imagine. So we'll scroll along to find it. There it is. 20 grand to put down. It's going to hold 5.5 million litres. Now, the only one thing I didn't like about this is you put a little umbrella and a patio chair on the top, but you can't get up there to actually have a sit down under it. But apart from that, this is ace. Obviously, you got a little bit of a lean-to carport sort of thing on the go there, and you load in and load out at the front. I mean, it does say Simple Farm Silo. I do like that. Ah, that's all right. Right, next up is Brazilian Cow Barn. This is by Lost Gamer DH Modding, 1.97 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under animals and cows, as you can well imagine. So 50 grand is going to hold 400 cows. That's all right. So we'll start down this end. So it is still classed as a pasture. So you've got your water input there and your food input there. And obviously your animal dialogue box there, 400 cows. Got your milk taken out point there by the milk churns. And we'll come up here. It's your slurry taken out point. Now you'll notice if we jump over the fence and then over that one there, got another input there, but it's like all fenced in. So what do we do with that? Well, what you need to do is you need to come down to this fence here. Open gate. Opens that little bit of a fence there. And you drive in and load in. To be fair, unless that needs to be straw over there or it's... Yeah, but why would you put straw here? That's a feeding trough. So that's got to be straw over there. Yeah, that's probably why you would. Obviously, make sure you close it up. You don't want your cows getting out, mind you. But no, I do like that. Nice detail on the woodwork there. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Dairy. This is by Gamer HZS FSH, 5.35 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under productions and scroll along there like that. So we'll find it. Where is it? Dairy. There we are. 35 grand to place down. Obviously, milk, sugar in, and you get butter, cheese, and chocolate out. Different style of building, mind you. Go on there. Click on your production chain menu. So, usual shenanigans on the go with all that. Then we'll come down this side. It's where you load all your stuff in. And your pallet spawn point out the back by the roller shutter doors. Simple enough. Obviously, if you've used the dairy in the game before, you know all about it. Oh, I like that. Different style. Very nice. Right, next up is Brand Yard Signs. This is by AW Modding Stoneway, Design ABP Team, 0.89 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them in the construction menu and under decorations and others. So we'll click on there and we'll scroll back to the start, get the first one. So it starts off, we got the AGCO sign. We'll zoom in a little. There you are. We then got Big Bud, Brent, Case, Challenger, Fent, Great Plains. Oh, I've gone past it. Great Plains, there you are. JCB, John Deere, Lizard, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, Pioneer, and Wilson Trailer. They're all a grand to place down. Obviously, you go rep your favourite brand. I mean, me personally, my favourite's Fence. I'll probably whack one of those down. But I like that. Obviously, you know, everyone's got their old favourite tractor or whatever. Yeah, very nice. Alright, next up is Halogen Lamp. This is by Pycell, 0.43 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them in the construction menu and under decorations and lights. We've got 4 options. Well, to be fair, there's 2 different lights with 2 options each. Obviously, you got the freestanding one there. You got the manual turning on and then the automatic turning on. So that'd be about around 6 o'clock at night. And then you got the smaller one, manual, and then the smaller one, automatic. Yeah, so you come up to it. And then you go B. That's bright. 0 dear. Then obviously the same with the. Where? There you are. Pick it up. Pick it up. Why is that one not turning on? Ah, there you are. I'll pick the automatic one on the other one. 0 dear. Man, they are bright, mind you. Bearing in mind that we're sort of like 20 to 9 on a September morning. They are still bright. Oh, I like them. Especially this one. You can pick it up, take it with you. Yeah, I like that. Very nice. Right, next up is the Horse Titan 34UW. This is by STV Modding, 3.45 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it under Auger Wagons. So it's got a 34,000 litre capacity, 280 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 64 grand. Usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres. You change the main colour, red, grey, yellow or black. You change the rim colour. So we've got white, special, grey, beige, silver or black. Oh, let's do it all black. That's your options. Obviously, auger wagon if that's what you're into. But I've still got that dry corn mod on and it's saying it accepts that, which is very nice. So that's all right, that is. Right, next up is the Precision Sprayer Pack. This is by Nikudu 55, 120.45 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find these under sprayers. And in particular, I've gone into the downloaded mod section because it's just a lot easier to find it. So we've got all these are part of this pack. Now, obviously, we've got the Hardys, and we scroll along, and we've got a couple of John Deeres, and then we've got the Rubicon at the end. So what this pack is all about is any sprayer that's got a boom on, it's going to put the spot spraying option there for you. So if we go into the Mega 1200 litre tank, obviously that option is not there because it doesn't have the boom on the side. And the same with the Mercury, because obviously that's designed to spray out and mist it away going through your grapevines. That doesn't have it on either. But if you go into this one, there it is. Weed spot spraying option, no or yes. I mean, on that one, it more than doubles the price, mind you, but it'll save you in the long run. I mean, the same again with that one. You come down, weed spot spraying. I mean, all of these along here that got the booms on, you can add it to all of them. I mean, the Rubicon as well. I mean, it's 489 grand as it is. I mean, an extra 39 grand isn't really going to cause you much problems either, but oh, I like that. I mean, if you got, bearing in mind, this does need to go with the Precision Farming DLC. Obviously, if you haven't got that downloaded, it's not going to work. But I do like that. I mean, it's giving you options. I mean, we had the one John Deere that came with the DLC. But now you've got options. If you are playing with that, this is great for you. I mean, like even that, the Aeon 5200 Delta Force. There you are. Weed spot spraying. I like that. Very nice. Right, next up we've got the John Deere DB120 by JHHG Modding, 40.54 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it under planters. And now, This is a big boy. Really is. 3,500 litre capacity on the tank, 370 horsepower requirement, 36.5 metre working width. Oh, that is wide. And that, I mean, if you've got big fields on the go, this is perfect for you. Obviously, doing the usual planting shenanigans on the crops there. So you got the corn, sunflower, soybeans, sugar beet, and cotton. So if you're getting some of those crops in the ground, this is going to do you no problems getting them big fields smashed out. So the options you got there are tanks configurations. You've got standard, refuge plus tanks. That puts it up to 4,404. Then you've got refuge and liquid fertilizer tank, puts that up to 5,994, although that's going to be split between the two. Front liquid fertilizer tank, 5,114 on the literage, and then back to standard. You've got usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres, although I didn't actually find any tracks that go with that, mind you, but alright, fair enough. You've got GPS configuration, no. Starfire 3000 GPS, 6,000. Or no, obviously it doesn't really mean much to us on console. Then you got lights configuration, so you got no, work lights, or no, wheel cover configuration, no, wing wheel covers. Where are the wing wheel covers? There's. I see something then. Can we zoom in any further? I can see a shadow moving on the bottom there. Oh, it's there right in the middle. What above those little trailer wheels there? Alright, fair enough. Then you got back vacuum blower. No. Yes. So where's this back vacuum blower? Not really seeing anything on that either. Oh, there it is. Underneath the steps. Right, fair enough. Then we come down. We got cleaner disc configuration. No. No till row cleaners. Or no. Then you got attachers. No. Trailer hitch. Or no. Then you got on the first conveyor. That's a mouthful. No. Or yes. So if you wanted to load it in that way rather than lifting your seed up at the top there. I like that. I mean, 36.5 meter working width. That is the biggest plant we got on console anyway. Yeah, I like that. Very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard Special Low Loader TL38. This is by HR Forst and Bow. 5.06 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under low loaders. This is going to cost you 31,650 to buy. Then got the options there are override aids. So this puts those little ramps there over the wheel sections. So obviously you back it over. That's going to be one bumpy ride if you don't have those on, mind you. Then you got beacon lights. No. There we are. Left. Right, both, or no. You got beacon light designs. We put those back on. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then back to 1. Side marking lights, no, yes, or no. Warning signs, no, or yes. Then loading securing system, or load securing system. You have an automatic, so it just straps it down and you don't really see anything, or you can have tension belts. Obviously you activate it both the same. And then you've got positive steering, so you've got no, 15-degree max steering angle, 30-degree max steering angle, or no. You can change the main colour to anything you like. Ramp belts, or we'll go with something different. We'll go with purple. AR changes the belts that hold the ramps up. Then rim colour. Oh, let's go chrome. Why not? That's alright, that is. I mean, also as well, there's a low loader. You got that swivel axle on the front, but it hooks up to a normal trailer hitch, which is very nice indeed. Normally they're on semi-trailer truck beds. Oh, I like that. Very nice. Right, next up we got the Alpego Jet X pack. This is by Simulator Games and Pipic H. 9.78 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in two different places. So we've got the RK400 and the Jet X. That's going to be found under Seeders. And then the RK400 on its own is going to be found under Cultivators. Now the nice thing with these is they're not 3 meters. They're actually 4. Although it's not massive, but at least it's better than 3 meters. So this one, just a cultivator on its own, requires 160 horsepower from your tractor, and it'll go at 7 mile an hour, 18 grand to buy. Then we come out of that and we go into the Jet X version. I mean, that is a great name, Jet X. 1,000 litre grain tank on it. Seed tank, grain tank, what am I on about? Seed tank. This requires 195 horsepower from your tractor, runs at the same speed, 7 mile an hour, 43 grand. No options, but that pipe work on there looks brilliant. I mean, the detail that's gone into it. Oh, very nice. Right, next up is Bale Pusher by ARM Team, 0.78 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under miscellaneous. So you got the options there are without lights or with lights. You can have main color. You can choose whichever one you like. Changes the main color. And then design color. Again, change whichever one you want. Obviously, hook this up to the front of your tractor. Move some bales out the way. If you've got like a semi-auto loading trailer on the back, just nudge the bales just to the side a little bit, then it'll pick it up. Grand to buy as standard. Very nice. And next up, we got the Lizard Loader QM Extra. This is by ARM Team. 4.62 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under bale loaders. Now, this is a little bit different because this is a Heston bale loader. So it's going to hold 10 bales. Bearing in mind that the Heston bales are something like 13,000 litres, that's going to hold a lot of stuff, which is very nice. 240 centimetres square bales it will do. 40 grand to buy. The options you got there are usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. And you come down, you got without grippers, default grippers, wide grippers, or without. And you got beacon, without, with beacon. Where is it? Where's the beacon? Is it round the back? Let's have a look. Oh, it's underneath. There it is. Right, fair enough. Then you can change the main colour. You go for whichever one you want. Changes the main colour. And rim colour. Go for whatever one you want again. Now, this is a little bit different than a normal bale load, because obviously you drive along and you'd unfold it and, you know, it'll pick up bales. That's great. So what you need to do with this, if you do LB and up on the D-pad, it moves it out like that. Moves the whole thing out. Obviously, when you're driving along, that's a little close to your trailer, I must admit. So what you need to do then is RB and right stick up and down extends the arm out. So then when you're driving along like that, obviously it's not going to collide with your vehicle. So what you want to do as well is do LB and B. That then lowers it down. Obviously you come along. I haven't got no Heston bales at the minute, to be fair. You just come along, pick it up, lift it up. Jobs are good in. Then once you've done all that, you then do RB and right stick up and down, load it in like that, and do LB and up on the D-pad, moves it all back in, and you're ready to go home. Oh, I like that. I mean, Heston bales, they are huge. They are huge. We haven't got an auto load trailer for it yet. This has got to be the next best thing, mind you. That is nice. Very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard PS1823H by ARM Team, 4.61 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under trailers, so 23,300 litre capacity, 24,200 to buy. The options you got there are grain body 1, grain body 2, just puts the rounded edges on it, mind you. And then grain body 2 actually gives you an option for a cover. We'll go back up. Silage body, or back to grain body 1. Then you got your usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then you got without mud guards, with mud guards, or without. You got no livery, Scottish flag, UK flag, yep, or no livery at all. And the main colour, go for whatever one you want. Rim colour, again, go for whatever one you want. And then if you have that, oh, pink in UK. Oh, I like that. All right, next up, we got the Old Lizard Car Trailer Pack by Hydraulic in Castan, 14.89 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these three under trailers. So we've got the old car trailer and the old car trailer again. And then we got the one axle trailer. So you've got the old car trailer, which is just, you know, carry around whatever you like in it, entirely up to you. You then got the old car trailer, the second version, which is basically a crop trailer. carries pretty much everything that you can have in the game at the minute, even the mods I've got currently installed, which is very nice. Then you've got the one axle trailer, which does the grain part as well, or the crop part, but also we can carry animals in it. You can carry 1 cow, 2 pigs, or 5 sheep. So we're going to the old car trailer first. This is just, chuck stuff in the back, pallets of stuff or whatever. Change the main color there to any one of those. Changes the framework and design color. We'll go with that. Changes the main boards. Rim color obviously does the rims. 1100 to buy. Then the same options as the previous one for the actual grain version. That's going to hold 1,000 liters. Then the one axle trailer version, a few different options there. So we've got design, nothing, all. So obviously puts everything on there like that. Then we've got front, around the front there. So you've got those white dots there. Got the side ones, the reflectors. And you've got the triangle on the back. You've got triangle and sides, triangle and front and sides, and then nothing. Then you've got wheel setup, standard, narrow tyres, narrow 2, or standard. Main colour does the main colour. Rim colour does the rims. I like that. Old school, starting off cheap. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is customizable farm sign. This is by Flying Dutchman, 88 kilobyte on the download, and you're going to find it under miscellaneous. It's going to cost you 500 to buy. The options you got there, just have it standard like that with your number plate in the middle, or you can have English, so welcome to, English 2, private property, German, Dutch, Dutch 2, or nothing. Then the second part, empty, English, English 2, English 3, German, Dutch, Dutch 2. She's jumping around. Or empty. So you could have welcome to Andy's farm. Or you could have private property, Andy's contracting. Something like that. You go for whatever one you want. In the main colour, you will pick whatever you like. Does the... You keep jumping around in the shop like that. Does the main board. Design colour is going to do the actual post there. And to change the bit in the middle, obviously you just change your number plate. You go for whichever one you want. Which is ace. Now, what you do need to do, obviously this is bought at the shop. And you do need to take it back to wherever you're putting it. You just go and pick it up. And then you can chuck it in the back of a pickup or whatever. Now what it does say on the website is if you're having trouble placing it, just make sure both feet are on the ground. So you've got it in the air, both feet on the ground like that, and then let go. We take a run at it, and it doesn't move. Although I did run into it with a tractor earlier on, and it does get knocked over. So if you do that, just bear in mind that you need to put it fairly levelish, and it should stand up, no problem. Oh, I like that. That is very nice. Put your own sign out. Brilliant. And the last mod for the day is the Clash Treon 52750 by Tarksy007, 28.24 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find it under harvesters. So we have got a 258 horsepower engine to start with, 18 mile an hour top speed, 8,000 litre grain tank, 257 grand to buy. You then can change the options. So that's the 520 setup. Then go for the 530, which gives you a 306 horsepower engine, 9,000 litre grain tank. The 640 version gives you a 306 horsepower engine and a 10,500 litre grain tank. The 650 gives you 354 horsepower engine and 10,500 litre grain tank. The 660, a 408 horsepower engine and a 12,000 litre grain tank. The 720 gives you 367 horsepower and a 10,500. Oh, no, we've gone down, haven't we? Gone down in specs. The 660. Yeah, we've come down in size on engine horsepower and in grain tank capacity. All right, fair enough. You then go to the 730, gives you 408 and 12,000 litre again. Then the 750 gives you 435 and 12,000 litre grain tank. There's a few options on there. You go for whichever one you want. And obviously you've got the usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Now you should have crawler tracks. Yes. And then you come down, you've got the pipe there. So you've got the 330mm, got the XL, XXL, 3XL, 4XL, or just the L. So if you've got a really big header, you want to go for the 4XL. That's your options, but to be fair, I like that. I mean, if you enter your class and you want to keep it a class farm, this to do you nicely. And just to finish off, this is the current up-to-date testing list. So we've got 7 on there for console. Just take a look at that. See if you've got anything on there that takes your fancy. Right, so that's your mods done for you. Drop it in the comments below. Which is your favourite? Which one you're looking at? We'll see what people are thinking. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.